Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I think I'm still alive. I don't know if you are. Southgate is still alive. He's got more lives than a cat, and I was correct on that. And I can't believe I'm here on this review saying England are through to the quarter-final of Euro 2024. So we're going to dive right in. But before we get into this one, oh boy, this one's going to be good. This one's going to be good. I've got a couple of things to say. Firstly, if you haven't caught it already, brand new video has now gone up and is live on my personal channel, link in the description. A link to that video is right here as well. Go and have a look and see what I have been up to and enjoy. If you're not subscribed over there, last week's video was a huge hit with everybody, so I'm hoping the second one's going to be the same, and onwards, loads in the pipeline, so much appreciated. Go over there and have a watch and enjoy. Secondly, this video is brought to you by... Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. What is Surfshark, you may ask? Surfshark are a VPN. What's a VPN, you may ask? A VPN is a virtual private network there to help you secure your data and maintain your privacy. As it's the Euros, I have something that's going to help all of you. But let's go through exactly what this is and how it's going to help you. You get Surfshark as your VPN. You will be able not only to get access to all sorts of streaming services across any of the countries that are listed on Surfshark, but on top of that, you get to protect your data, your photos, your videos, your private messages, everything that you have access to. Surfshark can be used across multiple devices and, as I've said, gives you absolute access to many countries across the world and all the streaming services that you will be able to watch the Euros on without worrying exactly where you're going to be. I will give you an example. If you are from the United States and you want to watch the Euros, well, it's very easy. You can connect to the United Kingdom and you can watch UK streaming services and watch the Euros on there without any hesitation in the English language. On top of that, if you are living in a country where there is internet censorship, you can't watch anything, it's okay. Connect with Surfshark, get access to your streaming services that way, and you can watch all the games this month and every single bit of the Euros without missing a second. All of this without interference and, like I've mentioned, across many devices, however you want, and there's an offer for you. What is this offer? You get not only one, not only two, not only three, but 4 months extra if you use the code YTF in the description. Hit that link and you can get yourselves 4 months extra using Surfshark. So, much appreciated to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Make sure you hit the link in the description, use the code YTF, and you can get 4 months extra. So, hit that link below, much appreciated, and let's get cracking with the rest of the video. Thank you very much to Surfshark for sponsoring today's, what am I going to mention? Calamity? Or are we absolutely jubilant because England have made it through? Listen, I genuinely don't know what to feel. I am really, 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 really relieved. You can't understand how much. Unless you're English, of course you feel the same. But, oh boy, I'll be honest. I think that was the hardest England game that I've had to go through in... I'm trying to think. Easily a decade. Easily 10 years. Actually, maybe under Steve McLaren, England-Iceland was bad enough. But tonight was just... But we're through. We're through. And the way that it all turned, the way that it all changed. Oh, man. This sport. It makes me, honestly, right? I'm going to sound crazy here because I've got loads to say on England. But the way that game ended really, really, really makes me want to come on here and say, it's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. But I still don't think it will. And that's what's doing my head in right now. Because today was abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Absolutely shocking. Shocking game. Shocking performance. Crap. Beyond belief. If a stinkfest had to be described with one football match, it would be that. Yeah? Honestly, we made Diego Simeone, Antonio Conte look like attacking masterminds. That's what Gareth Southgate did today. Gareth Southgate, oh my God, Gareth. Oh. He makes me want to pull my eyes out. He makes me want to go deep into my brain and pull out my brain out of my nostrils. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. It's too bad. Gareth Southgate is too bad. But I'm here after that talking about England making it through. That's what's doing my head in right now. I'm so happy that we're through and I'm so relieved. But can we just honestly talk about, we didn't have a shot on target for the entire game. What are we doing? Not one shot on target. People on social, like I mentioned before, you can't take Twitter too seriously. But people on social media were absolutely going at players left, right and centre. The amount I saw literally talking, Bellingham is rubbish. Declan Rice doesn't know how to kick a ball. Flipping Harry Kane is clueless. Come on, guys. If you'd watched that game, Arsene Wenger was correct at half-time in terms of his analysis. His analysis was absolutely spot on and bang on the money, right? And it's so obvious to see. The way that England are set up is just criminal. It's an international war crime. It actually is. No one's moving. How many times did we see from defence to attack, yeah? How many players are on the ball and they're calling for someone to come close? How many times? Come to me. No one. No. Kyle Walker did it. Bellingham did it. Even Palmer later on when he came on did it. But it happened so many times. Declan Rice did it. But Gareth Southgate has us set up in a way where in order to pass from one player to another, he's got to spray a flipping 15-yard pass on the... no, why? How come when Slovakia had the ball, how many combinations did we see? Players coming tight, triangles, moving for each other, making options for each other. That's exactly how they scored the first goal. They cut through our defence like knife through butter. Hot knife through butter, might I add, where you don't even need to lift the knife. You just let it go. It just... Honestly, unbelievable. Shocking. And then we say, oh, no, we can't. That was poor defending. Well, of course it's poor defending. Because the only way to stop us from defending badly is to actually take the swords to the other team, but we don't do that. And everyone is... I mean, how many times did we see the ball being passed around our back line, or it comes into Declan Rice, and then for the ball to transition from that part of the pitch to the next part of the pitch, we got to look up, and everyone's all the way down there. It's like, lads, what the hell's going on? Like, how do you want something to happen? It's not going to happen. And that's where Arsene Wenger's halftime analysis was absolutely spot on. Saying that the only moments that England actually saw, if there were any moments, but any actual play that happened was due to the players' individuality. Individually, what the players were able to do with each other, that was the only reason why we actually saw England advance with the ball from time to time. He said it had nothing to do with tactics. And it's true. It had nothing to do with tactics. Tactically, we were set up so bad. And yet everyone can see it. Everyone can see it. The lineup from the get-go was just what we expected. It's what we expected. Except he actually played Mainu instead of Gallagher, stuck him next to Declan Rice, and What happened there? Well, I will say, Mainu actually had, out of the bunch, probably the best player at that moment. Because later on, things happened. And we'll get to that. But, absolutely shocking. No shots on target. Foden scores and he's offside. Right, and he was offside, so correct decision. And then the moment of magic. Out of nowhere, like a Randy Orton RKO. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. No one expected it. No, I thought we were dead. I was waiting for the final whistle. I was like, yeah, we're done. We had 30 seconds left. 94 minutes. 5 minutes additional time. Or was it 6? I think it was 5. Unbelievable scenes. Ball comes into the box. And Mr. Jude Bellingham is there with a bicycle kick right into the bottom corner. Scenes. Southgate had done everything absolutely wrong up until that moment. Everything. Including, he took off Trippier and his solution was, let me actually listen to Ian Wright on punditry and let me put Bukayo Saka at left back. And you want to know what's crazy? What's crazy is that after Bellingham scored that goal and after we actually went into extra time, right? Look at the subs that we actually had. The players that were actually on the pitch. Eze had come on. Saka went to right back. Saka went to right back. And Eze went to left back. We shifted to a back 3, back 5 with those two. But those two were actually bombing forward. All of a sudden, we got more attacking players on the pitch. Cole Palmer is now on the pitch. And everything now, it looks like we're making a difference. Ivan Toney comes on. Look at the difference that he made. And even, I want to say, whether he was next to Harry Kane or even after that where he was by himself when Harry Kane got taken off, Ivan Toney was an absolute nuisance. Fantastic display from Ivan Toney. And fantastic display from all the players that were actually brought on. Eze, brilliant. Palmer, I don't even need to speak. Palmer is just... everything's nailed on with Cole Palmer. Everything's nailed on with Cole Palmer. He knows exactly when to move, where to go, how to pass, how to shoot, how to everything, when to call for the ball, how to make himself available. He does it all. He does it all. But all of these players, they don't play. They get left on the bench. And then we get stuck in with the same thing week in, well, game in, game out, because it's a tournament. It's not week in, week out, but you get the gist. And it's absolutely incredible. Surely Gareth Southgate can see it now. You can't be that stupid and blind, surely. Surely. Once we got that second goal, Ivan Toney header into the box, right? Ball comes in, Ivan Toney back post, hits it across, and Harry Kane, boom, into the net, 2-1, limbs. Limbs everywhere, absolute limbs. But when you look at that, how many attacking players did we have on the pitch at that moment? It just goes to show, England's power is in its attack. It's not in its defence. We can't defend. The only way we defend is if we attack. Gareth, for the love of God and all that is holy, flipping understand that, man. He's gotten away with murder tonight. Murder. Murder. Absolute murder. And we find ourselves in a quarter-final against Switzerland. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. Absolutely can't believe it. And I'm so relieved and happy. I'm happy that I'm going to be able to go and watch England in a quarter-final at the Euros where I didn't think we'd be there. Beautiful. After that, we'd have a chance at the semi-final, right? Somehow, Southgate does this. I don't know how he's doing this, right? Like I said, he has more lives than a cat. But listen, Southgate, please... Oh, it's not even worth asking, is it? It's just not worth asking. We know what we're going to find in the game against Switzerland. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to end with this. If England play the way that they played tonight against Switzerland, we're getting killed. We are getting killed. You saw what Switzerland done to Italy. They're actually a brave bunch. Slovakia, and what let them down was their fitness. They ran out of energy towards the end. They couldn't hold on for any longer. And the moment it went to extra time, you knew it was done. They were cooked. They couldn't hold on for those last 30 seconds, and that was it. Game over. That's it. Finito. And even then, they nearly got a second. If we do that against Switzerland, they will destroy us. But if we can take some initiative, some bravery, some balls, some risk, and let these players loose and allow them to attack and allow them to get into combinations within that final third, press the other team and put the game to them, I don't see what stops this England team. This is why I refuse to condemn or say any of these players are rubbish. They're not rubbish, man. We see what they do for their clubs week in, week out. I ain't accepting any slander for any of these players. Gareth Southgate is the one responsible here that clearly almost put us in hell. And it was a couple of moments that managed to get him out of it. So England are in the quarterfinal of the Euros. Unbelievable. Let's see what happens on Saturday. But I swear, we cannot have another game like tonight. If we do, we're finished. We're finished. So big up to the lads that really did not say die. They kept going. They clawed it out of the bag. They done it. Respect. And let's see what happens on Saturday. Now, I will be here tomorrow for all the club football latest. There's been club football news, obviously. We've heard about Dewsbury Hall and all of that. I will be here tomorrow. Don't worry about it. So we'll talk about everything tomorrow. Make sure to catch the video that I mentioned on my personal channel. Link in the description for that and also right here. And I will catch all of you tomorrow for a brand new one, maybe a couple of new ones. We'll see what happens. But make sure you're here for that. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell. And I will see all of you tomorrow on All What's New. So I'll see you then. Have a good one, people. See you tomorrow. Take care and peace. Come on, England.